It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing. It's an everyday thing when you let your nuts hang.
Back here in the U.S. tonight, the government shutdown. Now day 14, federal workers fired. And now with millions of government employees going unpaid, President Trump has announced a $20 billion bailout for Argentina. Democrats tonight blasting the move, saying U.S. taxpayers are now paying for this. Rachel Scott at the White House for us.
Tonight, with the government shutdown stretching into day 14.
Y'all lying to me. Ooh, a government bailout? Who approved this? Who approved this? But y'all can't get America right. America first, right? Pay America first and then bail them out. You shouldn't have signed nothing today without that spending bill signed. That spending bill, America first. That's what we always say, right? And then we go bail out Argentina. Trump don't even like Mexicans.
And with millions of federal workers going unpaid, President Trump welcoming his political ally, Argentina's President Javier Milei, to the White House to announce a $20 billion bailout for his country.
Argentina is one of the most beautiful countries that I've ever seen. And we want to see it succeed. Very simple.
The economic lifeline comes just a month before Argentina's crucial midterm election. The president making it clear his support depends on the outcome.
If he wins, we're staying with him. And if he doesn't win, we're gone.
Democrats seizing on the move.
They're down there celebrating Trump. That's wild.
Accusing the president of using taxpayer dollars to help another country while the U.S. government is shut down.
The overwhelming majority of Americans say we need help with our health care, and they're busy spending $20 billion because Trump seems to really like the leader of Argentina.
Democrats say they won't.
I bet you Argentina got some oil down there. Argentina got some oil down there.
Won't agree to fund the government unless Republicans extend Obamacare subsidies, so insurance costs don't rise for millions. The White House already firing more than 4,000 federal workers, threatening to lay off even more and dismantle programs important to Democrats.
We're not closing up Republican programs because we think they work. So we are closing up Democrat programs that we disagree with, and they're never going to open again.
At Washington Reagan Airport today, air traffic controllers are sounding the alarm. Peter Lefevre has been an air traffic controller for nearly 16 years.
Not knowing exactly how I'm going to have childcare for my kids or put gas in the car or pay the next mortgage payment adds a certain level of stress onto an already stressful profession. It's just very difficult.
David, tonight the Defense Department says it will be redirecting about $8 billion in funds to make sure our military troops do not miss a paycheck tomorrow. But millions of other federal workers still going without pay as this shutdown drags on, David.
And members of Congress still getting paid, of course, as you pointed out often, Rachel. Thank you. Back.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what Democratic policies is he going to be, or programs is he going to be shutting down and opening all Republican programs, because it doesn't seem like Republicans bring programs that, because they're not for the people. They do stuff to the people. Democrats do stuff for the people. So there's a difference in what the Republicans and Democrats do for each other. But what policies is that? Now, is everything that the Democrats do for us, by us, that helps us? Absolutely not. But in a majority way, they want to help. Do they help? Not always, no. Do they have enough backbone to help? I think we're watching in this shutdown, but eventually somebody will fold. I mean, we're gonna need that $20 billion back if we don't fold. I mean, if we do.
You mean to tell me the administration's fine sending $20 billion of taxpayer dollars to help foreign farmers compete against American farmers here at home in the middle of a shutdown? It's insane, utterly insane. This Argentina bailout is a slap in the face to both American farmers and to working families worried about keeping their health care. If this administration has $20 billion to spare for a MAGA-friendly foreign government, they cannot turn around and say we don't have the money to lower health care costs here at home.
Hey, yeah, y'all farmers, woo, your grocery prices just went up. Grocery prices just went up. Y'all don't believe me? Just wait. Don't believe me? Just watch. Nigga. Don't believe me? Just watch.
You have the money to pay the troops on October 15th? Okay. How is
I actually have a man who is a very wealthy person, you'll know that when I tell you this, who called a donor, a great gentleman, and he said, if there's any money necessary, shortfall, for the paying of the troops, that I will pay it, meaning he will pay it. How about that?
Is that even legal? Is that even legal? Oh, I don't know if that's legal. So you're going to send $20 billion to another country and then accept money from a very, very rich man. Either he's from Qatar or from Israel. I don't know, but it just, one of the two just kind of seemed like he's from one of those two countries. I don't think he's from Africa, okay? I don't, even though the richest man in the world, I believe, is from Africa, I don't believe that he's getting his money from Africa. I think his Qatar prince, hey, can we get another favor over there? I'll pay the troops. Let me grease your pocket right quick. It's legal to receive money from a foreign entity to pay our troops. Yeah, that sounds legal.
Government. Increasingly, you're hearing Republicans saying we need to fix the healthcare part,
you said
part of
that
this. Like they recognize it's a problem.
You said that Democrats are dying on this hill, but a lot of Republicans are climbing up the same hill right now. Marjorie Taylor Greene has been outspoken about it. Mike Johnson got confronted on C-SPAN the other day by a Republican. I don't know. I know I'm a lot younger than you, so I'm closer to like 5th grade government 101, but this takes compromise. If you have 53 Republicans and you can't get 7 Democrats to sign on, that means they're not compromising. There were 13 CRs passed under Biden because they let Republicans into the room and they said, listen, you guys can talk to us, we'll talk to you, we'll negotiate. In this case, Democrats are essentially being shut out, and Donald Trump is posting AI memes of Hakeem Jeffries with a sombrero. So if you want to talk about a circus,
it's a meme war.
It's reciprocal from the Democrats. Donald Trump is the president. He should have a
So let me just,
Government.
Increasingly, you're hearing Republicans.
So yeah, increasingly hearing Republicans speak out against what's going on and voting for healthcare. So I see this healthcare spending bill shift very soon. It's going to shift faster than Shifty Shift. Remember Shifty Shift? Adam Shifty Shift? Listen, the more Republicans speak out on this, the further away that big, beautiful bill is getting from being signed into order. I guarantee you it's not, I ain't going to guarantee, but there's a good chance that big, beautiful bill ain't going to make it because even Republicans aren't all in with it. And something, the Democratic bill will probably be the one that's going to come out. And that, look, I said, if it made sense and the Democrats went with it, it'll bite us in the ass. Oh well, it just is what it is. We're gonna have to, when we put that on our tombstone, when you go to get some healthcare treatment and you can't get it, and it's just gonna say it is what it is on your tombstone. But the more Republicans that come out and speak out on this is showing that they ain't even all in. They over here counting their hands right now, like, man, we got this one, this one, this one. Ooh, we looking a little low. But I don't even think Democrats have enough to pass their bill. So they have to go with what the Republican bill. So they go with the Republican bill. They add in a few things, they negotiate, they get the bill passed, everybody's happy. I don't think all the Republicans are in on it, but they're forced to be loyalists.
And we'll be making cuts that will be permanent. And we're only going to cut Democrat programs. I hate to tell you. I guess that makes sense. But we're only cutting Democrat programs. But we're going to start that. And we have Russell, we can talk to you about it if he wants to, but we'll be cutting some very popular Democrat programs that aren't popular with Republicans, frankly, because that's the way it works. They wanted to do this, so we'll give them a little taste of their own medicine. And we'll be making cuts that will be permanent. And we're only going to cut Democrat programs. I hate to.
Okay. Russell Vought, the current director of the Office of Management and Budget in the second Trump administration. Vought is a key architect of Project 25. What? And a prominent figure in the government shutdown that would. What? Is y'all serious? I thought he didn't know nothing about Project 25. Listen to this. He says it.
I guess that makes sense. But we're only cutting Democrat programs. But we're going to start that, and we have Russell.
We have Russell. So I Googled, who is Russell that Trump talks about? Russell, that former President Donald Trump refers to. If you say former, the current president, unless they know something that we don't know, refers to as Russell Vought, the current director of the Office of Management and Budget in the second Trump administration. Vought is a key architect of Project 2025 and a prominent figure in the government shutdown that began October 2025. See, Project 2025, mind you, Donald Trump said he had no idea what project. I didn't read it. I don't know. I'm not in on it. Now that's like the playbook. Project 2025 is the playbook. You lied to me. You lied to me.
Manu asks, why don't I change my strategy? I don't have any strategy, Manu. I'm doing the right thing, the clearly obvious thing, the traditional thing. That's exactly what Chuck Schumer voted for in March of this year and gave impassioned speeches was the right and only thing. I don't have anything to negotiate. I'll say this again to everyone here. We did not load up the temporary funding bill with any Republican priorities or partisan priorities at all. I don't have anything that I can take off of that document to make it more palatable for them. So all I am able to do is come to this microphone every day, look right into the camera and plead with the American people, as Chairwoman McClain said, to call your Senate Democrats and ask them to do the right thing. We're not playing games. They're playing a game. We're not. The strategy is to do the right and obvious thing and keep the government moving for the people. Their position is this, Manu. Their position is they want to spend $1.5 trillion in your tax dollars to fund nonsense overseas. They want to give $200 billion to illegal aliens. We are not going to do that. We're not going to do it. The American people don't want us to do it. And they're using this for partisan political purposes to give themselves cover. They don't want the Marxists to kick. Chuck Schumer doesn't want.
I want to see what this $200 billion or billion, however much. I need to see this because I know he probably ain't lying. But let me.
Do you think this is an ethical violation, and do you think any disciplinary action is warranted?
I have not heard or looked into the details of that. I've been a little busy. We have a House Ethics Committee. If it warrants that, I'm sure they'll look into that.
Mr. Speaker. It's been reported for a while. Corey Mills was accused of beating a girlfriend in his D.C. apartment. He was accused of stolen valor by the people that he claimed to have saved on the battlefield that then on the record said that he did not save them. I mean, this has been happening since the beginning of the year. Are you concerned about these allegations against Corey Mills?
Look, you have to ask Representative Mills about that. I mean, he's been a faithful colleague here. I know his work on the Hill. I don't know all the details of all the individual allegations and what he's doing in his outside.
All right, so this is what I came up with. This is all the money that they want to give to illegals. This is from whitehouse.gov. I didn't make this up. This is from the whitehouse.gov articles, okay? just so everybody know we clear. It says facts. Here's what you need to know. Facts. Democrats' proposal will result in nearly $200 billion spent on health care for illegal immigrants and other non-citizens over the next decade, enough to fund the entire children's health insurance program. So they says ending Medicaid funding for most non-citizens, that's in millions. So I'm a 6,211. That's like some billions, right? Man, my damn calculator don't even go that far. Oh yeah, it do. Turn it sideways. Yep, that's 6,211,000,000. 6,211,000,000. Okay. Going to ending Medicaid funding for most non-citizens. Ending enhanced FMAP for emergency care to illegal immigrants. You know, I don't even know, because I don't think, if I need to see the actual Democratic plan, because this is, by the verbiage on here, this is a Republican plan. I want to see it from the Democrats. So I need to see it from the Democrats. So I'm gonna have to look on that, because here's another one from the Hill. But essentially, I'm not just gonna say that what they're doing is right. I don't know if it's right, but I think they need to get that 200,000 out of there. I mean, 200 billion, they need to get that up out of there. Okay? We need to fund America. I don't even worry about the immigration health care at the moment. So that's just what it is. I don't know. But we definitely need I don't even know. The White House website is probably not telling the truth, because of saying, like, it's actually saying illegal immigrants, like, you know, I think maybe we need to see it on both sides. If we see it from the Democrats, if we see what the spending is from the Democrats, then we can see their verbiage. Then we can Google and find out, how is that money being spent? What does it entail? Because if we don't get the facts, we're just out here like, well, what is it? Yeah, we pay taxes for Americans, not illegal immigrants. I get that. But I need to know why the Democrats would try to. I need to know why the Democrats would try to pull that. Furthermore, I need to know why, if that's not what the Democrats are saying or pushing, then I need to know why the Republicans are saying that's that. Because if y'all just, like I said, if y'all just believe everything the Democrats say, then we'll be arguing for this bill to be pushed through, and then what we do, we be paying for health care for illegal immigrants instead of, you know, finding out the information. Then if we find out that the Democrats are doing this, and we really have something to say. But the average everyday American people has no idea what the hell the Democrats got in that bill and what that spending is going to be on. But the people who are saying that's what it's for are the Republicans. So we got to investigate. That's going to definitely be on tomorrow's show, because I'm definitely not going to miss that point, because we got to prove somebody wrong tomorrow.
To get a Marxist candidate challenge, AOC or someone else, Mamdani is probably going to be sadly, shockingly, the mayor of New York City. Marxism is on the rise. Hey, this is not your father's Democratic Party, everybody, okay? They're turning into communists openly. And so Chuck Schumer does not fashion himself as a communist just yet. So he's got to show a fight to these people. That's what this is about. I'm not playing his game, Manu. I cannot go in and say, oh, gee, Chuck, What can I offer you? You know what? Maybe we'll just send $10 billion overseas to LGBTQ plus, initiatives in, the Horn of Africa or Malaysia or wherever you want to do that. No, we're not wasting taxpayers' dollars.
See, I want to see the actual fact that says that's what they're doing. Because if that's what they're doing, I think that's absolutely absurd when we have our own issues here with with that community here that we need to handle. Like, that's what we need to do. We don't need to send money over there. Let's handle these. So that's what I want to know. Is this is what he's saying accurate and true? And we need to hear this from the Democrats, because they keep saying it's for our healthcare is gonna rise, and that's what we want to stop. So that does not align with what he's saying. It doesn't align with what he's saying.
For some women, it can start working in as quick as 1 week.